very quickly, even if you don't even know how to even use none of the knobs on the board. You can simply pull up a preset, you can mess around with the filters, you can mess around with the envelopes, and you'll come up with something very quickly. Kind of like this. And then the secret sauce.
Damn.
You know how we do around here, son.
And you'll come up with something, very quickly. Kind of like this. Very quickly. Kind of like this. Kind of like this.
Okay.
And then the secret.
Yeah. Now what we gonna do with that? What are we just gonna do with that? It's real simple. It's not as, I can't even say a pause before I even say it. But yo, it's something we can get done. You know what I mean?
Damn.
And we're gonna do it right. So let's go ahead and cue those up.
Kind of like this.
Now, what else we need? Of course, we love drums over here. Dirty, crusty, grimy drums. All right, so that's what we're going to start off with, man, before we start rearranging stuff from the amazing Bolo. So, yeah, let's go. I got some drums already. I got people loops already in here, right? I got to use my loops all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Kirk State does make drum breaks or loops. I like to call them breaks because a lot of the stuff comes from vinyl or whatever. You know what I mean? But, yo, let's find something real quick. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're going to take a little bit of that. A little bit of that. Let's get one more for good measure. Oh, shit. Oh, we taking that right there. We might just, we're going to lay that down right there. Pause. We're going to add that. Let's go with 81, yeah. take this. It only gets better, man. And trust me, All right, so mess with this some. You always gotta mess with a little bit there. All right. Hold on. Still a little click or something at the end. Oh shit. There we go. 16 levels, velocity. All right, here we go. Whoa. I didn't know I was recording that. Hold on.
Kinda like this.
Hold on. You're getting crazy in here already.
Kinda like this. Kinda like this. Kinda like this. And in the secrets.
I'm going crazy. Hold up, playboy. Hold on, relax.
And in the secrets. And in the secrets. And in the secrets. Kinda like it is. And in the kinda like it is. And in the
Wanna turn that down? I don't know.
Kinda like this. 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 Kinda like this.
All right, let's go with that.
Kinda like this. Kinda like this. Kinda like this. Kinda like this. Kinda like this.
All right, son. Yo, make beats, not excuses. If you don't got a big time keyboard, there's plenty of sounds on YouTube. Y'all sample my voice all the time and I love it. You know what I mean? Yo, this your man's in there. Shout out to Bolo for being a creative cat. We doing it over here. Let's go.